you to bring you up to speed with every event leading to the 2024 general elections. One of such events is the Inter-Party Advisory Committee IPAC meetings organized by the Electoral Commission. This evening, the EC is meeting with various reps from political parties, and that meeting is about to start. It's been addressed by Deputy Chairperson of the Commission, Samuel Tete. So let's cross over there now and witness what's happening.
You all. The Commission is once again grateful to meet with you and to brief you on a situation in one of our printing houses. Over the last few weeks, some concerns have been raised with the serialization of ballot papers for Ahafo and Volta regions. Whilst the printing of the ballots have gone down very well, the challenge faced by the Commission has been with the serialization of the numbers on the ballot papers. The Commission has seriously taken action to cure the defects and has deployed teams to the printing house to correct the anomalies. Gaps still exist, and the Commission has taken the decision to recall the ballot papers for the Ahafo and the Volta regions. The Commission has decided that the two regions' ballots will now be printed by bulk and arts commercials, respectively. So bulk will print Ahafo ballots for both the presidential and parliamentary, and arts commercials will print the ballot papers for Volta region. We wish to inform you that we will share the printing timetable with you by the close of work today. The plans for the recall and disposal will also be shared with you soon. We thank you for your attention.
All right, so
Chair, are we talking about presidential ballot papers and parliamentary ballot papers that are all going to be reprinted for the two regions?
Yes.
Is it going to
The Commission will take a decision on that.
Because just a couple of days ago, we were supposed to have all presidential ballot papers printed without the face of Madam Electoral. But the Commission was talking about saving money. She said we have printed over 90%. And if we are to reprint it will cost more, but saving her face on the ballot will save Ghana millions of cedis. I read that already.
We are talking about 276 constituencies.
How many constituencies are we talking about with the two regions?
20.
The Ahafo and then the Volta.
24.
Yes.
24.
What is wrong if we have to reprint everything and save Ghana the stress of people going to vote and being alone? And I mean, if the commission can spend money,
We are here for an issue.
yes.
This issue has been dealt with at the last IPAC meeting.
I still have a problem with it.
Yes,
That is
this
why I am just doing
this
the
issue has been dealt with last week.
I know it has been dealt
Yes.
with, but still, we are going to get people voting and being annulled. And we have problem with spoiled or rejected ballots. We have that problem already. So, for EC saving Ghana from having a huge number of rejected ballots, already we have, sometimes we record over 300,000 spoiled ballots. And we are going to have a face that will be on the ballot if voted for, even if we have even 100,000 votes. Well orchestrated by the EC, vote that will be rejected. I see it to.
Yes, so your point has been made, so you can also
Allow
add us to.
Good evening. What I just want to find out is when was this detected? And when you detected it, I think if I hear Mr. Tete, I think after detecting it, there was a chance given to continue, whether it was more of experimenting to see whether the anomalies should be corrected. When was this detected and how did you get to know that, okay, now enough is enough, you have to move it to bulk press and art commission? I just want to know those time frame.
There's another one.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Dr. Bosman. Well, we've taken notice of that. We raised the issue about voter reject ballots. Once we saw the problem that they had, especially the victim house that was built, we brought this to our attention, and then council reason with this and then see that they need to continue to listen. But what worries us is, why would our commission continue to bring voter when they rejected the problem?
Not us.
It's rather the not complete that victim house.
No, but Dr. Jango, no.
So clearly, they are taken out from the printing process, from start. That's what we are talking about. We should have done that process. That's what I was trying to call my friend, and it was out of order. Because the issue of the balance of people in the room was solved, and that decision was sealed with the last item.
Exactly.
So it was completed.
The EC decided to give us that information.
You were wasting everybody.
No,
We are grateful.
You cannot write me off.
No,
he cannot write me off.
No, just keep quiet for him.
I said I had an issue and I raised it. Why should he write me off? Is he the EC?
You are out of order.
No, are you the EC? I said the EC is bad for intelligence. I said the EC is bad for NDC. Look at what he's saying.
Please.
How can you behave like this? Something that they have to print it afresh. Why should you keep a dead person in our ballot paper? Knowing very well people are going to vote for the person that we annul their votes.
Yeah, you had your bag. Yes,
Thank you,
thank you very much.
How can NDC man tell me that my issues are...
My worry here is whether...
It's working.
You said there will be a date to be fixed for the destruction of what has been printed already in the Volta region and in the Ahafo region. How transparent is that going to be? Are you going to take the whole IPAC to those regions? Because I believe they were printed in their various respective regions.
No.
But as I have here.
Okay.
So it is here. I hope that you're going to take all of us to that place so that everybody can see the numbers that were printed and being destroyed. So that December 7 will not come here. And then some said that EC had gone to start some of these old printed papers into boxes before it being left to take place. So that transparency will be there. Then, of course, the same thing will go to the new two institutions that you made mention that you want to start the printing from there. I think that let's do the destruction first before we begin the printing. Because when I listened to you said there will be a timetable to that event. So to avoid or to keep yourself safe, fix a date for the distractions. First, let those people first everyone know that that is gone, is 0%, then we are now moving to a new place. Then to say we will start the printing somewhere, then fix another date for that distractions. That will be the disaster of the spirit of disaster. And I think that we should take that very serious. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I have some concerns to raise. So my first one certainly has to do with the way and manner in which meetings of Israel are called. On the 2nd of November at 6:37 p.m., we put out a notice calling for a meeting on the Saturday.
Why don't you restrict it to the issue being discussed so that when we finish and there's AO? No, it's not part of the issue. No.
You made us statements, please.
No, but why don't you let us respond to those ones? Because we've tabled something and the topic is being...
The mic wasn't in my hands. The mic was with the person emceeing the program. Please, I didn't call myself. But what I'm saying is simply that this is not the first time. This is about the 4th, 5th time. You call us for emergency meetings. Then we sat it 2 hours, 30 minutes, productive money hours. We agree. This is an electionary meeting. We are close to it. But it should not be so much it shouldn't be that consistent that you would call us and we have to come and sit. And then later you tell us we have ambushed you. No, it is wrong. Now back to my issues. When the attention of the EC was called to us, I believe that the EC should have, at least by now, had a plan on how we're going to destroy these plants. Once we have decided to be destroyed, if we would be recalled here for us to be informed on the plans and the skills for the destruction, then we shouldn't have been called in the first place. I would entreat the Electoral Commission that serving half big bread is not the best. We have other activities to do. It is very important, but when you're serving us bread, we should be fully baked. We should have by now the timetable, the plans, and how these destructions are going to be made, and then we move forward. On the other hand, the summary sheet that was presented to us, administratively, you explained point 1 to point 4. Point 5 to point 8 was not explained. Now, point 9, I would want to read. The total number of absent voters should equal the sum of special voters plus transfer voters. However, a number of polling stations were administratively closed, either because they did not meet the minimum voter threshold required for operations, or because local communities requested the commission to close the polling station for legitimate reasons. Voters from these closed stations were transferred to other polling stations. Since no register was generated for these closed polling stations, no absent voter list was created for them, resulting in 884 voters excluded from the absent voter list. Their records, including details of their movement, are securely maintained within the voter management system, ensuring full accountability. Now we will want to know, if there is no register for this people, how are we able to identify them? Unless otherwise we do not understand what is it. But respectively, if we can actually explain without any ambiguity where this 884, because we don't want a situation whereby it will appear in certain polling stations, and before we realize, because we do not know, they go beyond it. We think that this particular one opens the floodgates for many other persons who are going. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And what I would want to say is that when we have such meetings, we all have to be very cautious in the way we present our issues. In the first place, all of us have one or two things to do. As a commission, we even have more to do than some of you. And for that matter, you have to be very, very cautious when you are seeing certain things. That is the first one.
I take an objection to that.
Yeah.
I take an exception.
No. You also should listen to me, because you can't say you have something better to do than we calling for an IPAC meeting. Yes. So we gave you the chance to speak. We gave you the chance to speak. Please. When we started, we told you the reason why we called this emergency IPAC meeting. So why the digression and then saying certain things which are not related to the issues we are discussing? Okay. So with the date, what we do is, when we are destroying the ballots, the agents of the political parties are informed, isn't it? We also have the security also present. And even after the destruction, we have a certificate of what? Destruction signed by the parties. So the commission is not going to deviate from the normal process of what? Destroying ballot papers. The agents will be there. The security will be there. And the certificate of destruction will also be signed.
To the main questions.
So that's the main question. Then the other gentleman was talking about the time. You know, for all the printing houses, especially if the agents will bear us out, we have coordinators, we have checkers, and then we have the coordinators giving us daily reports. And as I said, those gaps were seriously detected, and we tried solving them. But as a commission, we saw that the gaps still persist, the gaps were still there. And in order not to compromise the integrity of the elections, we took a decision to come on a clean note and reprint the ballots. And it's better late than never. So all efforts that we did couldn't actually prove successful, and that is the reason why we have taken the decision to give the 2 regions ballots to a different company to print.
The cost of the...
Yes, my question has not been, and to add to my question, Chair, why can't you print a new ballot paper for the presidential election? Because if you are talking about time, let's be mindful. If you are talking about time, had that gentleman been qualified, are we not going to have him on the ballot paper? We're not going to touch or burn whatever ballot paper they have printed already. Had that gentleman qualified for the election? So it's a very serious matter. If he had qualified, that time matter would not matter here. We will still have to print a new ballot paper. But he didn't qualify. You see, why will I be talking and you are out of order? No, I am not addressing you. No, this is not NBC meeting. This is an IPAC meeting, and I am talking to the EC.
Jerry?
And the gentleman qualified, the ballot papers would have been printed.
Jerry, I think this issue has been settled.
No.
The chair.
Now you are going to print a new ballot
The
paper.
chairperson of the Electoral Commission, who happens to be the returning officer, was with us last week, isn't it?
It was this week.
This week, yes. And the reasons for the action of the commission was
Why is
given out.
NDC speaking for the EC?
NDC is not speaking for the EC.
NDC is speaking for the EC.
That
I am surprised.
Mr. Chairman, I have my hand up.
yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I will address the issue about our concerns with limitations and timings. I think with respect to the main issue, the decisions that have been taken regarding the Granada matter at the first frontier, and then also regarding the decision to correct the anomalies that have occurred in the 2 regions. That is also appreciated. But my concern is your response to our concerns about the timings, the limitations, and the delays. I think the Commission's reaction initially was an apology, which I think we had taken in. But the way you came across now, basically sounding like, well, we agree this is a public institution. As if the Commission is doing a favor. That's how it came across. The Commission is doing a favor to citizens who are participating in the electoral process. I think that impression is wrong. We appreciate the services that all public institutions provide.
Okay.
But I'm sure that it is a service that is also legitimately enjoyed by citizens. Now, you have very important things to do, and I'm sure you agree with that. Everybody else also has very important things to do. So if we have concerns about how much time we have to sit and wait because we've been giving the wrong time, I think it is a very legitimate concern. The last one was even worse than this, where we needed only summaries to the data. And it went almost into the 90 days. We haven't even made too much noise about it. So, Secretary and Commission, please, if we raise concerns, it is not because we don't respect you. It is becoming one too many. And around this time, just as you are busy for us, we are also very busy for you. So our time is also very limited. So please, your body language, I don't think was the best. Please.
Okay, your concerns are well noted.
What I was adding, was that what happened to the cost of the whole printing? Was it an error by the EC? Is the EC absorbing the cost, or it's the error of the printing house? For that matter, I don't pay them half of the money.
No, that's what I said earlier. That it's a decision to be taken by the Commission. Thank you. Bishop.
Yes, because we need to know. Because definitely should have taken that decision before coming to this meeting. Because if it is true that it is the error of the EC, then I'm sure the printing house will charge. If it is the error of the printing house, then of course you need not to pay them because they haven't done a good job for us. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I think we should know who made that mistake.
Exactly.
Is it the fault of the commission or the fault of the print houses?
Someone is going to be on the floor.
Evans.
Mr. Evans.
Well, good evening and thank you, commissioners and colleagues from political parties, representatives from independent candidates. I think anytime you've been invited, we do honor these invitations, not because we have ample time at our disposal. Number of times we requested for information to be given, and when we are here, we don't pride ourselves that meetings have been called at our instance. It is becoming one too many of the NDC that anytime we are here, they want to take it upon themselves that it is because they make case. And it is at that instance that the EC would have called for an emergency IPAC meeting. I think that is giving the LPG's General Secretary the cause to believe that you are always responding positively to NDC stance.
Oh yes, it's true. It's simple. NDC is in bed with the EC.
You allow me to, when you are talking, I didn't make any noise. Please, take it easy. Yes, so you intend to finish, okay, so please, the position of the New Patriotic Party is that we don't have any problem with the stance you've taken. But we think also that this could have come to us in a form of letter to the General Secretary or press release, because we don't come to vary some of these arrangements. You are ordered contract to printing houses. When there was a challenge with the ASACO, you took a decision and you informed us. Please, I think that going forward, we all learn lessons. The last two meetings we've had, there have been too many delays. But please, let me add that we've started printing of the result sheet or statement of polls and result declaration forms. We've not been giving the numbers yet. A request of that from you so that it will help with our planning. You were aware that Ahafo was going to go tomorrow. We had made plans. And then Volta was going to go on Tuesday 19th. And so our plan is going to be affected in a way. I'm going forward. Those presidential ballots that have been printed without difficulties, will you give us timelines as soon as possible so we plan our deployment arrangement? Thank you very much.
Thank you. On and go.
All right, thank you. I think you've had quite a lot from so we want to bring the meeting to the conclusion. Sorry.
They take the mic.
You came to inform
Which
us.
The new timetable for the deployment. We'll give you.
Do you recall?
You're talking about a new new timetable for. Okay, so like he rightly said, Ahafo should have gone tomorrow, and then Volta region on Monday. So because on Tuesday, so because of this situation, we will revise the timetable and then put it on the platform of the political parties as well as that of the independent candidates. So, Mr. Sapon.
Presidential deployment.
The deployment of the ballot.
Yes. So what happened was that, yes, initially because we suspended the printing of the presidential ballots, some of the printing houses were not having enough storage for the parliamentary which had been completed. So we decided that the parliamentary should be sent to the regional police armories. But what we've realized is that if we are moving the parliamentary and some of the presidential ballots are also ready, the two will go together. But the original decision was that the parliamentary ballots which have been completed are supposed to be sent to the regional armories first, to be followed by that of the presidential ballots.
There's a quick one.
Sure.
Because of some of these inconveniences, that before any emergency meeting, at least you can give him 2 hours if it is possible. So let's set that rule. At least before you can call for any emergency meeting, you give us 24 hours at least, so that we can all know how to maneuver. We'll be very happy. So let's establish that.
That's okay.
With the agenda. Thank you very much. Yes. So what's happened, I don't even know what we are going to discuss.
That's okay.
All right. Yes. Okay.
So, Mr. Chair, and also, there's also my colleague just to say something to you. I think the convention most party wrote to the EC regarding this subject area what the chair was discussing over weekend on board. Not printing new ballots.
They will write to you. They will write to you.
Out the space where
they will write to you.
So I don't know if
you wrote to them. They will write to you.
If you want to respond to that.
All right.
So such.
Oh, why are you the chair is speaking and you are
such letters which requires legal interpretations, normally we refer it to the legal department, so you will get a response.
Okay, but if you are always proud to the agenda, I think that's established.
But that's why they say it's an emergency. The only thing to say is this will indicate the agenda. The agenda.
We are done, so let's go.
Emergency is an emergency. Agenda. That's what you say. Agenda. We can
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
Please, I believe we are all.
no, we have the energy for the meeting.
Bishop, pray.
We are praying.
Let's go. Thank you once again for being with us. We call upon you when we were starting this program. You have been with us to exercise for me. As you live here, we pray that Lord, you take all of us back home. Those of us who are going to continue anywhere we are, we pray that you be with us throughout the day and night. And tomorrow when we wake up, we will give you honor and glory. We ask this in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
So just gone by is that emergency IPAC meeting with the Electoral Commission and the various reps from the political parties. The key issue that has been discussed is the fact that the EC has recalled the ballot papers for the Ahafo and the Volta regions because of some serial number discrepancies. They say they are going to reprint the ballots for these areas. And now, you're still watching the Channel 1 News. We'll bring you details of this in our subsequent bulletins. But for now, thank you.